Protein is a large biomolecule made up of amino acids. It helps to build and repair muscles and bones and make enzymes. Nutritionists say that we should get around 75 grams of protein a day. Nutritionists do not recommend a high intake of sugary and salty snacks, but generally feel that it's okay to gather once a week to rate 3 snacks on a 5-point scale and ask, "You tried that?" You tried that. Health bars. I'm Nick Novak's and my pals, Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey.
Why are you sounding down, Geiger? This is your fault. You bought this shit.
Variety. We gotta shake it up. Oh, hey guys, welcome to You Tried Dat. Here's the 19th Reese's Cup we've eaten in the past.
I mean, we're doing that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I know, and I'm looking forward to it, but...
All right, we'll tell you which is the best of the worst today.
I'm feeling unhealthy. I'm trying to get back to my fighting shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, you've been scouring the news on various websites.
I have. This various website is actually npr.org that has this news story. I stumbled across this, thought you guys might be interested. It says, they told insurers a bear damaged their car, but something else happened entirely. So, 4 residents from the Los Angeles area were arrested this week after an investigation by the California Department of Insurance revealed that they had attempted to commit insurance fraud. The suspects, Ruben, Eret, Vahi, and Ophelia, have been charged with insurance fraud and conspiracy. Their alleged scam cost 3 insurance companies a total of $141,000. Operation Bear Claw began earlier this year after one of their claims gave an insurance company pause, or should we say, pause.
Nice.
So here's what happened.
Is this NPR? Or fucking...
This is NPR making lame puns.
I don't feel so ashamed about not listening to NPR if that's the level of journalism I have.
I'm not donated to these fuckers. In January, the suspects claimed that a bear had entered their 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost and caused interior damage while it was parked in Lake Arrowhead, a region in the San Bernardino Mountains known for its large black bear population. The suspects provided video footage of the alleged incident to their unnamed insurance company, which the department has since posted online. The video shows a furry figure entering through the side door, climbing around the back seat, and crawling out, leaving scratch marks on the leather seats and door. Upon further scrutiny of the video, officials said, the investigation determined the bear was actually a person in a bear costume. So they have a picture here of the costume, which I will share with you.
Are those like barbecue shredders for claws?
Yeah, it is one of the shittiest looking bear costumes I've seen.
So it's shot from pretty far away, I assume.
Yeah. So I watched the video actually because they linked to the video, and it's like footage from like a doorbell cam or something like that. So it's like the house, and like it's black and white at night. But like you see the person crawl in, and they are moving very unbear-like. Like it is like it looks like a person the way they're sort of like moving their arms around and stuff. Like bears don't have those joints.
They use the key fob.
It sits down, turns the radio dial a little bit.
Check Twitter.
Yeah. So then it says detectives found 2 more claims involving the same suspects from the same date and location, but with 2 other cars. And the suspects also provided video footage of these incidents, which followed a similar pattern to the first. But suspicious authorities didn't rely on their animal instincts. They took additional steps to sniff out the truth. They had a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife review the videos, and they also opined it was clearly a human in a bear suit. So they brought in a zoological expert or whatever who said, yeah, that's
Excuse me, Dr. Bear, I have a question.
Why are you wearing British Knights?
Detectives executed a search warrant, found the bear costume, complete with furry snouted head, paws, and metal tools in the shapes of claws in the suspect's home. And the fur of the costume is a light brown color, despite it being a home to black bears. So, these guys...
a lot of research being done here.
Yeah.
Going at the Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
Man,
these
I expect that sort of thing from like you'd like a Camry owner or something, right? You just like
these
need
fucking
some money or
Camry
something.
owners, am I right?
Well, at first I thought it might be like they accidentally screwed up their van and didn't want to have to pay for the repairs, so they like reverse engineered a plan to make it look like a bear did it.
Right.
Like maybe
Right.
they sat down on the seat with like bear claws in their pocket or something and scratched it all up. But yeah, then now it sounds like more of an orchestrated scheme.
Yeah.
This sounds a little premeditated. Yeah, I agree with your point, Novak. You have those Rolls Royce money. You know, like why are you committing insurance fraud? Is kind of weird.
Right.
Mhm.
I feel like your best bet's like scratch up the seats.
Mhm.
You know, like claw at them. Find your way into some bear fur and like leave it laying in the car. But yeah, it seems like it's pretty easy to tell if you dress up in a bear costume.
You have a Rolls Royce bear costume and a Party City bear. I'm sorry, a Rolls Royce car and a Party City bear costume. That doesn't sound like it's. If you've got the money, like pay for an actual like pay Andy Serkis to come out and pretend to be a bear, Gollum style,
Yeah.
and then cut him in on some of the profit.
All right, call up Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Let's have him CGI King Kong into my car.
Get Brian Urlacher to tear it up. It'd be like a bear destroyed my car.
There you go.
The zoologist, it appears to be a linebacker.
I mean,
yeah, that's
in Lake Tahoe here, there's like bears, right? And they always say there's these signs everywhere, like don't leave food in your car. You know, you have to like put garbage in certain garbage cans that bears can't get into because they just wander around the neighborhoods at night. So like, couldn't they have just like, I don't know, spread a bunch of honey like on the seats of their car and like left the doors open or something, and then you know the
Let
bear
a bear
comes.
actually get at it, right?
Yeah.
But if it was filmed by a local Ring thing, wouldn't they also see that part?
I mean, you spread the honey on like elsewhere and then drive to the.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah, see, I'm good at insurance fraud, unlike these jamokes.
Yeah. If Chad's car gets ransacked by bears, we'll know what happened.
Husband and wife both dress up like bears. Like, 2 bears fucked in my Rolls Royce.
The one bear is like standing straight up and just slapping the bear's ass like that. That appears to be 2 human beings. we called Jenna Jameson and said, does this look like bear fucking or human fucking? She's like, a little
The
bit.
bear behind the wheel just pushes other bear's head down.
This bear stopped. Upon reviewing the footage, we see that this bear stopped, withdrew his penis, slapped it on her butt about a half a dozen times, and then put it back in.
Withdrew. Strangely enough, his penis had no fur on it and extruded from a hole in his skin.
The toll booth cam caught this bear getting roadhead on his Rolls Royce as he
This bear executed flawless parallel parking minutes before ravaging the car. Here he is going through a Dunkin' Donuts on his way to getting his car ravaged.
Okay, let's not delay any longer with these protein
Hold on,
bars.
we have more bear roadhead jokes to make. Don't move away from this. Don't move away from this chestnut so soon.
Speaking of these protein bars, are going to be tough to bear.
Nice.
And we're going to rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. We won't need most of those ratings today. Let's start with the one, Billy Gunn. The one maple glazed donut protein bar.
God, this one smells
You delayed
so
in saying
bad.
protein bars so long. Let's eat a maple glazed donut. Protein bar. Yeah, that's so disappointing. I was like, wait, we have donuts? I looked over.
I really quickly, you guys see me putting a donut to my mouth.
This is delicious.
This bear stopped at Dunkin' Donuts so that he didn't have to eat a protein bar.
Bear rolls down a window, whips protein bar out.
Do you think when the bear goes to Dunkin' Donuts, if he orders a bear claw, they look at him kind of weird?
Yeah.
Did I wait the right?
Did you guys have food in your mouth? No.
They leave a bunch of protein bars like all around their car to try to get the bear to come. And the Ring video footage shows the bear like just come up to the car and then just like turn around and walk away. Be like, nope. Puts his paw up. Hard pass.
So this one's got 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and
Why?
that's about it. I don't know. It's got a picture of a donut on the front. It's still just a big flat rectangle with a really weird like light glaze on the top. All right. Let's Geiger.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
I have taken 3 bites, regretted them all.
3.
Yeah, well, I want to give it a fair
Bar's
shake.
called 1.
It's too many.
You'll buy one and throw the rest away.
The name of the
They saw
bar
me.
is how many bites it deserves.
They saw me at checkout aisle. They're like, "You're buying 3 of these fuckers?" Yeah, Hershey company trying to get in on the healthy snack game. These are bad. It does say on the bottom, glazed and amused. I am not amused. The bar is glazed, however. It does it taste like maple syrup? Kind of. Like a little tiny bit of maple flavoring. I guess you can kind of. I almost smell it more than I taste it. It's got that weird, like, the inside of these bars, all these protein bars, always just kind of make your mouth feel dry and weird and scratchy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get what that flavor is or what's causing that. It's
the protein.
Is it the protein?
Yeah, that's what
When I
it is.
eat beef, it doesn't have that problem.
It's the health we're not used to.
It's what's this weird flavor? I don't feel like I want to throw up afterward. It's bad. It doesn't taste good. I couldn't see eating this as I don't know if these are supposed to be like meal replacements or just like healthy snacks, but either way, I'm never going to fucking eat it again, so who cares? Hate that. It's gross.
Chad?
This is truly repulsive. Look, Maple is one of my brands, right? One of my top brands. And
I'm losing track of your brand sponsorships at this point.
I'm like a NASCAR car, right? I got brands all over me. No, Maple and Lemon. It's not that fucking hard. And Limp.
Maple, Lemon, Limp.
Oh, that's right. Limp. Was
just 3, you have to remember.
Brand.
The Ring video footage showed this bear unable to get hard. His brand was Limp.
That's a human. That's Chad.
That's Chad. We got him. Nailed him.
We caught this bear drinking a gallon of chocolate milk and eating a sleeve of Oreos right before attempting to deface this car.
This the one bite is all I could take of this. I don't think the maple they're trying to approximate maple with like tons of chemicals. I see what they're trying to do, and to me, as someone who truly loves maple flavoring, I find it borderline offensive. It is such a disgusting approximation of maple. And then as you chew it, it does this thing that a lot of these protein bars do. It turns into cement into your mouth. The consistency is really vile, and the aftertaste is lingering with me for so long. I really, really hate this bar. I think it's one of the worst things we've ever tried on this podcast.
This thing it does smell a little mapley, but it is mealy and it is fucked.
It's like one of the partners in a bear scheme. It's getting fucked.
A bear
Scheme. Yes. Hey, honey, let's go commit a scheme where I rail you from behind. That's a scheme.
Heist to the century.
Bear scheme involves 2 people fucking in bear suits.
Okay,
you have nothing.
We're going to defraud in the insurance company. How are we going to do that? Well, first we got to put on bear suits and have coitus. What? I don't understand why.
3 hates. Flaming bag to start out. I'm going to go to the cookie because I got slightly higher hopes for it. Let's do the Quest soft and chewy cookie.
How about you,
Peanut
Novak?
butter.
Now
You love these kind of cookies.
we tried the
We're
Quest
gonna
peanut butter cups a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember those.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
okay. Wonder how those did.
Guessing not great.
We're going to be decreasing the protein in each thing. The first one had 20. This has 15.
The peanut butter cups did not do good, but they did not do terrible either.
This also has the same 1 gram of sugar that the other one thing had.
It's a pretty big size. It's one of those packaged like a big single cookie. The Otis Spunkelmeyer.
What?
That was in some old episode.
The Otis Spunkelmeyer one.
Yeah, you referenced the size as Otis Spunkelmeyer.
That's what I think of. I think of the big cookie. I think of Otis Spunkelmeyer. It's just like
Common unit of measurement that everyone knows.
I think of
this cookie is 5 Otis Spunkelmeyers. It's huge.
Does it taste like peanut butter? Very confused.
You're asking.
Each snack. Does this taste like what it's... Are you guys tasting this shit? We tasting the same thing.
Okay, Chad, you're up first. What do you think?
Man, it does taste a little like peanut butter. A peanut butter cookie.
Fuck yeah.
A peanut butter cookie needs to be like max peanut butter in your face, right? Like that's the whole point. It's got to really taste peanut buttery. This is like a hint of peanut butter, and it is so dry. You know, like I took the second bite. I thought about taking a third, stopped after 2, but it is just really drying. If you are the kind of person that is into these sorts of proteinish things, because you are not like a slovenly behemoth such as myself, then maybe I could see someone liking this one much more so than the previous one. But I still think it is kind of gross. I'm going to give it a dislike that.
I think it's benefiting from following the maple bar.
Perhaps.
There's another day where this gets a hate, but not today, because it is this small bit better, I think, than the maple bar is. It's definitely more palatable. It doesn't taste that peanut buttery. I don't know why they can't make it taste more peanut butter. It seems like a
peanut butter has protein, like
right.
It's just because there's no sugar, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just not good. I'm gonna give it a second dislike. That Geiger.
I took my patented 3 bites, and everyone knows I eat only 3 bites of every snack we have.
Oh, 3 bite.
Oh, 3 bite Charlie.
Your brand is 3 bites.
It tastes more like peanut butter than the other one tastes like maple, sure. It just doesn't taste like much. It just kind of exists as a foodstuff, but it doesn't really. It didn't taste bad.
Let's put that quote on the package.
Exists as a foodstuff.
This is certainly matter.
It has protons.
You're right in that I don't hate it. I don't want to eat it, however, so I'm going to leave it at it. It almost verges on an indifferent just because it isn't.
Hey,
it's just going to take some face, but I don't want to
settle down, Geiger. Let's not be hasty.
But I am going to firmly plant it in the dislike that category.
Okay, an unwelcome visitor. We do have the least amount of protein in a bar today.
Hell yeah!
Last. So we'll see if that can do anything. Okay, time for the segment, which I once used this intro song and we'll use again.
Wow.
Did you always play that song on a sitar? Or whatever that is?
That was the sound of 2 bears fucking.
Totally is not what I expected that to sound like.
Okay, it's almost time for Christmas. People are feeling lonely around the holidays.
Yep.
And the solution to that is to get a connection that you might have missed. It's Craigslist Missed Connections. I'm going to read off.
Get a connection, everyone.
Get a connection that you might have missed.
So I'm going to read off 8 different. These are real Craigslist Missed Connections that I've pulled from various cities. And you're going to tell me if these people are going to have romance or no chance.
Great.
So the first one says, stared into my eyes at Ralph's. Okay. Looking for the guy who looked at Ralph's. You were wearing the green shirt at the Ralph's. You stared into my eyes after you dropped some change in front of you. I quickly went in front of you and picked up your change. I looked up at you for a few minutes.
A few minutes?
Oh,
Wow.
Guy drops change. Woman goes to pick up change.
Stays down there.
Stay a while.
Stares at him slack-jawed.
Okay, Chad, what do you think? Is this
while I'm down here, why don't you pull out your penis and we'll do a bear scheme?
Now, sometimes our argument is that you're not going to remember this person. But this seems like you might remember somebody down on their knees staring up at you for minutes on it.
For minutes, yeah. And he's just staring back, or he's going about his business, and she's just eyes glued to his butt cheeks or something. That's
drop change in front of him, and she somehow got behind him and stared.
I mean,
at
I'm
his
because
ass.
he's going about his. He turns around. He's
yeah,
like,
maybe.
He's farts in her face or something. This, I mean, I guess there's probably people that have met at Ralph's before. I love how much she used Ralph's at the beginning. She's like, I stared into your eyes at Ralph's. We were both at Ralph's. You dropped your change at Ralph's. I was like,
say big money this weekend at Ralph's on Turkey.
We've got the setting, all right, I think. You've established the scene.
Contact me, Ralph.
Paid for by
some
Ralph.
guy's house named Ralph. We were over at my buddy Ralph's. Your name was Ralph.
I think there actually is a chance here. That's a nice thing to do, to pick up someone's change for them and stare like a creeper. So yeah, I think there's a chance for romance here.
Geiger?
I think it helps that in this scenario, if I have it correct, well, I guess we don't know if it was a lady that was picking up the change, right? But it was a guy who is receiving the stares, right? Like,
right.
Guys don't get outwardly gawked at like that as much as women do. So, sometimes maybe they're more open to be like, I think she was checking me out. And even the biggest dunce in the world who has no clue.
I think she was checking me out. She stared at me for 4 minutes.
She hovered directly in front of me for 15 minutes holding my nickel and quarter in her hand.
She turned to stone. Oh, wait, I'm Medusa.
So I think the guy might be like, hey, I had a shot with that one. And she just crouched uncomfortably in front of me for a while. And he might like that. So I'm with Chad. I actually do think there's a chance for Roma because it covers the bases of you remember that happening because it was weird. You remember where it was because, of course, it's Ralph's and they repeated that Ralph's.
Everybody knows
times.
Ralph's, yeah.
Everyone knows Ralph's is where you go for misconnections. And then, yeah, he's a dude who he's like, I'm into it. So, yeah.
All right, good start.
Romance.
Next one's called Planet Fitness. I'm an older woman who sees you working out in the mornings.
At Planet
I wear a
Fitness.
blue coat. I wear a blue coat, a black ESPN hat, and I'm a musician who plays the skin flute. Come over and say hi and that you saw this ad.
What? Took a real sharp left turn at the end.
Okay, Geiger, what do you think? I mean, she's described who she is in her profession.
Uh-huh. And her profession, yes. I'm a professor emeritus at the School of Music. I play the skin flute. I
juggle the old ball bags. That instrument.
Did I say Juilliard? I meant Ralph's.
Did I say Juilliard? I meant Blueliard.
Did I say Juilliard? I meant Jugglenards.
I don't know why she should just come to us for this ad. We would have it all figured out.
Did I say Juilliard? I meant Get Your Heart.
Did I say Juilliard? I meant ESPN hat. That's the part of it I found the funniest. She's like, you might remember me. I'm wearing a blue coat and the most soulless corporate free hat they have handed out of the game. I'm a big fan of sports marketing branding. What the fuck?
And blowjobs.
I love ESPN and blowing guys. Look, there is an excellent chance this is romance because there's like a million guys trying to look up at their local Planet Fitness.
I remember you.
I remember you. You have an ESPN? Is that like, anyone that's wearing a hat? They're like whipping it around. ESPN? Oh shit. ESPN? Oh shit. Oh, ESPN, she's gonna blow me. Oh no.
Does anyone here own an ESPN hat that wants to slop my knob? Anyone?
Does anyone here subscribe to the cable television network ESPN? And do you or do you not play the skin flute? So yeah, romance all the way. She just made romance with every fucking dude in that gym.
All right, we got 3 romance in a row. Chad, do you agree?
Well, okay, refresh my memory. Did she describe who she was staring at all, or she just said, I stare at you in my ESPN?
It just says, I see you working out in the mornings.
So, all right, so this is part of the problem, right? Because
yeah,
I'm sure there's a ton of guys in there, right, that all know, oh, yes, ESPN hat chick. That's right. She's got the dumbest fucking hat. But like, it's all going to be false positives, right? She's not interested in all these fucking losers, right? There's one guy that she wants. And if you want to get that guy's attention, you've got to describe him. Otherwise, it's going to be all these other people emailing. And she's going to be like, oh, is that the guy? No, that's not him. That's not him. She's going to have a full inbox. Even if the right guy replies, she's never going to get to it because it's going to be so overflowed. So I'm actually going to say no chance here.
Wow. Okay, next one's called, there's no name. It just says, you were in a muscle tee in the produce department yesterday evening, and I was drooling at you and doing funny things with bananas. I think I saw you. I don't know what that means. Answering the telephone or something.
I was skin fluting some bananas.
I think I saw you laugh. Would like to give you a muscle rub down if you'd be interested. Nothing more than that, really. Just love the inspiration behind your achievements at the gym. I suppose this offer extends to all my muscle friends out there. I suppose.
What?
I suppose, yeah. Okay.
So you see a sexy buff guy in the gym.
No,
and you decide to do some banana improv to impress.
Banana improv. Didn't she say it was the produce department, right?
The produce department. The
presumably at Ralph's, yeah.
Probably. At Ralph's, probably at Ralph's.
Ralph's, the only grocery store at Ralph's.
The Ralph's like coupon flyer just has a misconnection area in the back.
It's just Ralph's list misconnections.
Just got to add for bananas. Come juggle them or some other funny shit. I don't know. It's a funny thing you can do with a banana. Pretend to stick it up your butt. Squeeze it under your armpit. I don't know.
Pretend it's a phone, and that's literally the only thing I can think of.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, it's busy. Hang it up. Call back later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
another
funny.
call? Oh, scam likely? Jeez.
Oh, look at it. It's a text message up. Somebody sent me a dick pic. Oh well.
What's that? Oh, my grandfather died. Just starts weeping.
There's some motion on my Ring video footage. Oh, yep, 2 bears fucking in my driveway. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's a smartphone banana. She's looking at Ring footage.
She's playing fucking Angry Birds on her phone.
Oh, gotta call a hotline. Hey, brother.
All right, Chad, what do you think?
Okay, so I was gonna say no chance because she just said produce department. There's a million produce departments in the world, and like there wasn't sort of enough specificity there. But then at the end, she says, I will blow all muscle men or whatever she said, So at that point, it's
she
like...
definitely did not say that.
It's like, okay, well, I think now there's probably a chance here that a muscle man will reply to her. So yeah, I'll go romance.
Got you?
800 emails from muscle men. Hey, yeah, that thing you did with the banana, I assume it was a phone? That was pretty funny.
You sound hilarious with the banana. Come rub my arms.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say chance for romance, but I think we have to listen to what she's saying. All she wants to do is rub their muscles.
That's not
That
romantic.
is it. That's
That's
where it
it.
stops. There's no romance in that. It's a clinical massage
Mm-hmm.
just to
That's
give,
true.
because she's just a
Mhm.
fan of muscles and wants to show her appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to a masseuse, there's no romance. It's just a job to her. She's there to do her two passions: rubbing muscles and muscly, sweaty men, and doing improv with bananas. She's like,
Ring, ring. Yeah, hello, Harambe here.
clams out for Harambe.
I came here to rub muscle men and talk on banana phones, and I'm all out of banana phones.
She's like Banana Top. She's like a new prop-based comedian. So I would say no chance.
Just doing a
Next
Gallagher
one.
impression. I'm gonna smash this banana with my sledgehammer. Clowns in Washington or whatever.
That is funny. Why is she drooling though?
All right, the next one's called Sarcastic Young Blonde Lady at Marina Green.
Mm.
You were hot and jogging around, and you said, "Don't look at me." And that I'd have to pay to eat you, and that's as far as I'd get, even with the money.
What?
Then you laughed.
Pay to eat you? You saw I had a cannibal fetish.
Then you laughed. That was funny, and it is true. I really liked your legs. I laughed. That's the end.
Okay. What we have here is a real classic horn dog maneuver.
I said hi. You said get the fuck away from me.
Oh, you're so sarcastic.
I said, I like your legs. She said, you'd have to pay me $1 million fucking to smell one of my thighs. And that is it. And I said, what time and place? Yeah.
And I said, that's the funniest thing I've heard since I saw a guy answer a banana.
That's just some world-class sarcasm. Seriously, I'm going to mace you.
All right, Gaga, what do you think?
No chance. This guy's a fucking park pervert. Look, they live in a place where there's ample Ralphs and bananas and like ladies with ESPN hats that can't wait to blow an entire gym. Go find them. Go work out there instead of staring at this young, hot, sarcastic, quote-unquote woman.
Mm-hmm.
Chad.
As she took the taser to my gonads, I said, "You're so sarcastic." Yeah, this is a clear-cut case of some guy being a massive creeper and poor lady who's just trying to get some exercise on the beautiful Marina Green, whatever that is. Yeah, this is no chance.
I will recommend to any women that are trying to discourage a creeper, don't tell them there's a future where they could pay you to eat you out. That's probably not helping the situation.
That's as far as he's getting, though.
That's true. That's as far as he's going to get.
All right. This one's called Large Spice Rack. Looking for that girl. Looking for that girl.
Titty spice.
Looking for that girl I saw shopping for the large spice rack.
Oh.
We had a conversation on how much I love a large spice rack. I was the 6-foot handsome man, late 40s. I should have asked you for your phone number. I would love to meet up with you anytime this week. So there's no innuendo here. She's shopping for a large spice rack, and this man says he also loves a large spice rack.
Yeah.
This is a silver-tongued devil.
She's shopping for a big old pair of tits? Is that a bra, maybe?
I'm sure she's buying an actual spice rack for her spices.
That's probably true.
All right, Chad, you're up first. What do you think? This guy, he's 6 feet tall. He's in his late 40s. And he should have asked for the number.
I told her how much I like to motorboat spice racks. Just want to get that paprika all in me. I mean, yeah, I think this guy probably missed his chance there. Like, if there was a chance that she was gonna, that she was into it or whatever, like that was the moment. I think writing it out later, it comes across as very creepy and gross. Maybe it's funny in the moment, like, I like a dirty joke now and then, but when you sort of like write it out, then it's kind of like, oh, this actually sounds fucking stupid. So I'm gonna say no chance.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling she was. Rack? I mean, I love a nice ample spice rack as much as the next guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I somehow doubt she was really buying a spice rack, and if she was, I don't like.
People don't buy spice racks. They just leave the spices loose around on their kitchen counter.
What's he doing? Like analyzing her patterns? Like, oh, she's buying a spice rack. I can talk about her rack. This is perfect. Mm-hmm. Like, just goes in for the kill. That seems a little strange. He's been
hanging out in the goddamn spice rack section for a week.
All right, hold on. She needs. She's a B cup. Forget it. Won't work.
All right, this isn't working. I'm going to go hang out in the ESPN hat section.
Yeah. Yeah, like he probably tells her about how he goes to the big spice rack section of the porn website all the time. Loves some triple D spice rack action, but I don't know that this. I mean, would you be flattered that he's talking solely about your rack the entire time as to why he wants to hang out with you? Probably not, right? Like, I would think maybe it's memorable because it's such a horrid joke. So there's that. She'll go like, oh, that's the creep who wouldn't leave me alone at Home Goods. But I think probably not a great maneuver for romantic encounters.
All right, maybe like this one. Safety instructor with thick ID badge. You gave lectures today.
Thick and veiny ID badge.
You gave
ID
lectures
badge
today.
Was visibly protruding.
I couldn't help but watch you fidget with your ID badge, or what's behind it. Definitely caught my eye. Would love some in-depth training. If you see this, what was I wearing? Okay, so he's fidgeting with... He apparently is wearing his ID badge.
Over his dick? That's a odd place to put it.
An ID badge
it's on a belt loop.
It's either hanging off a belt loop to your side or maybe a lanyard around your neck. So he's like picking out belly button lint all day or something? Like what?
Maybe his dick is so big he has to drape it around his neck.
He was look, if you plan on having your hand in your pants, you want to get your thick ID badge to cover the evidence.
He's got like a phone book sized ID badge. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, yeah. Just got to make sure everyone sees my ID. Okay.
This person noticed it and liked his thick ID badge.
How much was he rummaging around in there that she got a sense of his ID badge?
So, Geiger, what do you think?
I was being trained. You were openly playing with your dick in front of a class of 50 people. What? Excuse me?
Safety instructor. If you should happen to get attacked by a bear like this,
let's say you don't have a 21-pound ID badge to play with. What are you going to do then, huh?
If you find yourself ensnared in a bear scheme, just go along with it and stroke their penis like this.
Stroke their penis? He just whips his dick out. This is for the class. All right, so pretend I have a giant bear dick. Let's say your ID badge got jammed in a spice rack. And you're just going up and...
Everyone turn on your Ring doorbell cameras and point them at me so I can start cranking it.
Now,
okay, this guy's wearing a street sign for an ID badge.
Yeah, this guy was...
fucking sandwich board around his neck.
super discreet form of adjustment he's doing. Fucking fire up the winch to scratch his nuts. I think maybe there's a chance for romance, only because maybe he saw this woman and was actually like rearranging the furniture on purpose, like suggestively looking at her, and risking, being arrested by everyone else in the class. So yeah, romance sounds romantic.
Chad?
The problem here, though, is that, like, at the end, she says that line that's like, if you know who I am, like, what was I wearing? You know what I mean? So this guy's stroking his dick in front of 50 people or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, is he really going to... Like, he doesn't care. He's just indiscriminately, I'm just going to stroke my dick and see what happens. You know what I mean? So it's like... you know what I mean by that. So
he probably wasn't openly jacking off in the middle of class.
I'm going to fidget with the thing behind my ID badge. Oh, it's a banana in my pants. Oh, isn't that funny?
It's been a banana this whole hour.
That's a funny thing you could do is unzip your pants and start to pull out your penis. Oh, it's actually a banana. That's funny. And it's a phone.
Improv class.
Yeah. And so that fact that, like, now he has to guess which one was actually into it, I'm going to say no chance.
I need a suggestion. Safety instructor.
All right, I need a fruit. Banana. And what's it going to be? Your dick. All right. Okay, that's how every one of these classes usually goes. I'm going to be honest.
I need an adjective. Brazen pervert.
All right, another one. Confusing. Okay.
Wait, Chad, you said no?
Yeah, no chance on that one, I think.
Okay. Last more with this short bonus after. All right, this one's called the Crosby Walmart. It can be awkward to buy lube at Walmart since it's locked up behind a glass.
It is?
I don't know why.
Why?
In Crosby it is, I don't know.
Is that where P. Diddy lives, or what the fuck's the
They be buying out the lube in Crosby. Let me tell you, that's a hot commodity.
You were a famous
market.
rapper. You ordered 500 gallons of lube.
If you thought the safety instructor was bold, just wait.
Okay.
You were a bigger, stocky man in your 50s waiting for a clerk, and you were wearing jogging shorts, and your bulge let me know you were in need of a hand. We glanced at each other, and you nodded and squeezed your thickness. Come over to my place and let me give you a hand. All right, so he's buying lube. He starts getting hard. The person notices, because we're jogging shorts. He gives a nice nod. He grabs his dick.
No. His thickness. Check out my thickness, baby.
And it was a banana. Okay. Chad. The lady or guy or whoever it is notices and seems to be all right with this.
I mean, why wouldn't you just get down with the thickness, like, right then and there? You know what I mean? Like, like that's the place to do it, right? Like he's into it, you're into it. Like, just go over and, like, make your move right then, right? Like,
yeah,
like just be like, hey, I got lube back at my place. Like, let's go right now. Or here's my address.
Lube's behind the glass. You put him on it.
Put that thickness on the glass. let me see that
I
ID
need a
badge.
suggestion from the crowd. Somewhere to put them. On the glass.
Okay, we'll do on the glass again. 50th fucking night in a row.
All right, I just came out with a new album of fresh material. What do you want on the glass? Fucking assholes. Like one shitty song about titties.
Yeah, and I think there's a pretty good chance here, though. Even though they fucked up and should have, slipped the number, the digis right then or something. But I'll say romance.
All right, Geiger, this is a bigger, stocky man in his 50s.
Yeah.
Like, if he's got a shot, and we got a shot.
Look, I should be getting fucking handies from Walmart all the damn dong day.
Get your ass to
I gotta run my-
Crosby, man, and just fucking
Yeah.
stand in front of the lube stroking yourself all day.
That's I don't. I do want to say it's a real leap. Like I've been at a store before and made eye contact with someone, probably like nodded. They didn't immediately just start grabbing their dick to show me. Like that wasn't the go sign.
You're nodding
It
at
was
the
just
wrong
a-
people, my friend.
It was just a hey, we're both at
Yeah.
Walmart.
You're in
I
the
also
wrong Walmart.
Yeah.
I think there probably is a
Unless
chance
this
of
was
romance.
Bill Crosby.
The old Bill Crosby. It's like a knockoff Bill Cosby Walmart.
You get the lube and you put it on your penis.
He has a whole fucking tight five with the banana. He's like, what do? I'm calling Theo. From prison. No, I think it's one of those things of where like, look, if he's willing to fucking jack you off 2 seconds into meeting you, you could probably wait an hour. Like he's probably you just go back to the same fucking Crosby's. Like he's there. He's behind the lube counter all fucking day. Like it's easy pickings. Just nod at him again vigorously. Grab your hog again, and then just wait till he gets off work and go get jacked off in his car and pretend a bear fucked your car up. So I think this is easy pickings. I think this is like it's basically a hand job machine from here on out. So romance.
Hand job machine.
I mean, yeah. Free hand job signs around that guy's neck.
What's with the giant fucking ID badge? All right, here's a little bonus one. May not lead to anything, but I did find it.
But I did
I was
find
lucky
it.
to find this one. It is called Herpy Boy in Calumet City. It says, watch out for him. Big time loaded with herp. And lies about it.
Big time loaded with herb. Did they describe him?
Yeah,
Okay.
you Herpy Boy. And that was the end of it.
So they don't even tell you who's loaded with herb. Just there is a boy around.
Herpy
Calumet.
Boy.
How the fuck do I know who that is?
If you didn't know that Herpy Boy was loaded with herb, that's on you.
Yeah.
It's right there in the name.
I gotta work the lube counter tomorrow. I need to know who's got herbs or not.
If
Can't
he
be
shows
nodding
up
at any
with
old Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Geiger, if he shows up with a thick ID badge that says Herpy Boy on it, then you know you got your man.
Let me redo that. I can't be nodding at any old Tom, Dick, or Herpy. No, that one's
His ID badge is an autographed 8x10 glossy. You should be able to figure out who he is.
It's
Just-
just Herpy Boy on
It's
it.
just a giant picture of a virus.
It's a different one. I forgot to delete it off here, but I didn't use that. Looking for storage. Been looking for a place to store a few items. Most important item is a well-sized flagpole with a big tip on top. Would love a small, tight space if anyone can.
I don't get it. Wouldn't you need a bigger place to store a huge flagpole?
This is all that's happening on Craigslist.
Like anything on the internet, it just became a place for perverts to congregate.
Okay, let's not delay any further. We've got Lenny and Larry coming to us with this last snack, the Lenny and Larry's Cookie-fied Bar. And this one is cookies and cream flavored, and it's only got 12 grams of protein, so...
It does look like a lot of chocolate with some white herpes all over it.
I'm talking about you, Herpy Bar.
You know which bar you are.
This thing's loaded with herb. It says right on the package.
12 grams of herb.
Beware of Herpy Boy. He hangs out at Planet Fitness in an ESPN hat.
A whole pound of herb men love.
I'm just a Herpy Boy. Herpy Boy.
Everyone will love that reference. 30-year-old wrestling.
Kurt will understand.
Okay, well, I'll say this: it's the best of the day, easily. It has less of the protein flavor. It still is a little bit mealy tasting. It's not great, but I think it's just a lot of chocolate to drown it out. Doesn't really taste all that cookies and creamish to me, which is what they say the flavor is.
Right.
There's a world that if these were all equally healthy, and you made me eat one, that I could like eat this one a day for a week or something. If it just came down to health. Even though I'm sure it's still not
Health. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Eating one of these every day for a week. For the health!
The CDC just announced the only way to survive is to eat a Lenny and Larry's protein bar every day for a week. Well, shit.
If I were in a grocery store, I would answer a fake call on this bar.
It would be so funny.
I'm actually going to give this... It's definitely pushed up by its company.
Come on,
I'm going to give it a low level indifferent today.
No.
Why?
No. Fuck you.
I don't think it doesn't taste nearly as bad as the other two.
Fucking Novak playing the skin flute.
Is this the closer joke to your banana top routine? Like, what's going on here?
All right, Geiger.
I disagree on all accounts. This is not good.
This is not the best?
No. I would prefer to eat that cookie over this thing.
Wow.
Because I remember I was borderline indifferent on the cookie. Because I think the cookie is just net neutral. It's like the platonic ideal of barely existent food. This is actively bad.
Remember, it has matter. The cookie has matter.
It has matter. This is like antimatter. I don't know. It tastes bad. It's got a real weird bitter aftertaste. A lot of that protein quality is still there. It's that real chalky, gummy bullshit. I don't taste any of the cream. It does not. You said they're drowning it in chocolate. They're drowning it in something. Whatever that fucking something is, it's not chocolate. Maybe it's like a knockoff cocoa or something, but it doesn't taste good. I would sooner die than eat this for a week to save my... No, that's not true. But
it's about health.
This is all about...
For the health! I jump off a building.
I've got to head to my local... head to my local Ralph's, pick a couple of these bars up, do a little, like, prop-based improv, go home and rub down a muscle daddy. But I am going to give these a dislike that. They're not good.
Wow. You just like the cookie because it makes the best ID badge.
It does provide enough circumference to hide my ID badge. Yeah.
Okay, so currently all this needs is a dislike, and it will win. If Jen gives it a hate, we will end up with a tie, and that is entirely possible.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Jen?
It is entirely possible. I agree with Geiger. The cookie is better than this for sure. The cookie at least tastes like matter. Like it tastes like a food. It's an approximation of a food I might eat, right? Like it is a cookie. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is
conceptually food. On the back of the package. Oh, sure.
This is tangentially connected to a food I might consume.
In a parallel universe.
Resembles the molecular structure and composition of food.
In another universe, I ate a food that's semi-related to this.
For the health. I don't know. This thing, like, it's like gummy and chalky. I think that the chocolate is weirdly bitter. I don't get any cream from the cookies and cream. I took a second bite and spit it out. The aftertaste is so bad on this one. It is still better. It's significantly better than the maple bar. I will say that, but it is gross. I am going to give it a hate dat. I think it's nasty.
Wow. So we got a tie, and you guys both like the cookie better.
Yeah.
So the cookie is going to pull it out. Man, that is shocking to me. But the Quest cookie has got the win.
The protons and electrons pulled it out somehow.
That's a win for covalent bonds, I think.
Chalk that one up in the column for quarks.
All right, Geiger. Where can listeners contact us?
Hey, if you've ever tried to scam an insurance company, how'd you do it? What 2 animals did you have fuck in your car? Porcupines, bears, bald-headed eagles. What were they?
Man dressed in bald-headed eagle costume.
Bald-headed eagle gets bald head. Is Ralph's really the place to hook up? Let us know. We don't know these things anymore. If you've ever eaten any of these protein things and you like them, please reach out. I'm curious to see how you subsist in life. If this, you probably look a lot better than me, but these things suck. So if you enjoy these things, though, or you have a favorite one, reach out. We will try it on the podcast, maybe, just to try to see if we could find one we like too. But beyond all that, if you like the podcast, if you want to leave a question for the mailbag, you want to suggest a snack, if you want to let us know what you thought of our ratings, you can get a hold of us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Let your friends and family know if it's something you think they would enjoy. We'd appreciate that. Leave us a star, a review, or a like, or anywhere that you see it on social media. And as always, thanks for listening.
Okay, let's say you're at the store, someone drops some change, right? And let's say they are like similar age to you and completely capable. So it's not like an old lady you can't bend down. How much change do they have to drop for you to conceivably stop and help them pick it up?
$250,000. Like Scrooge McDucking it out of the aisle.
This is about to say that.
It has to be an 1864 Indian head nickel.
They're the same age as us? With the fucking Ebenezer Scrooge dropping his life savings in front of you. I mean, I think any age I would, maybe not like a teenager or something, because I just don't want to. Yeah, well, fuck them. You've got young legs or whatever, but like, I don't know, anyone, like, if it's I think it's a significant amount, it feels like it went everywhere, then I would feel compelled to help them out.
Okay.
I don't know, $1.50.
A single dollar.
Yeah, I think it's more like, did the change kind of come near me? You know, like if I don't have to exert a lot of effort, like I can just bend directly straight down and get some change, then I'll probably do it. But I'm not gonna like walk over, to where they are at and pick shit up, right? Like,
would I have to get out of line and lose my place in the line?
There's people waiting to take your place in line.
He got out of line to get change. Get in, throw your shit on the conveyor belt.
Would you?
The guy in line behind you tossed a quarter over to the side and waited for you to go.
Here you go, Rummy.
Like
this poor fucking sap. Now, Novak, would you expect a helper's fee when you're done? Would you like hold a nickel back and be like,
I'd bend down and count the change with my finger.
Oh, looks like you got 75 cents here. Well, have fun picking that up. It's an inch from my face, but I'm not going to do anything.
I don't bend the knees for less than $1.
Throw some more shit here if you want me to pick it up. Get throwing.
Throw more money on the fucking ground.
If you were in the grocery store and you saw a single dollar like lying on the floor, would you stop and pick it up or just continue pushing your cart?
I'd pick up $1.
It's $1. It's worth your money.
Would you then like look around and like hold it as if you're pretending to wonder who it's for?
And then I would point at him and go, mine now. Yeah. I mean, maybe. I think if it depends. If there's no one around, I would just assume like I'm never going to find it again. There's stuff in my pocket. But if there's a big group of people around, I might say like, is this yours? This fell on the floor.
Some guy's reaching down. No one around. Yep.
Because like when you're a kid, you see like a penny, you're like, oh yeah, like it's like it felt like cool to find.
Oh, my daughter
any sort of
picked up the
money.
fucking nastiest penny off the sidewalk the other day. I was like, God damn it. She was like so excited to keep it. I'm like, no, throw it back. It's fucking gross. I had to like clean it when we got home and shit. Because she wanted to like keep this. It's the only money she has to her name is 1 fucking cent. She's so excited about it. It's the dirtiest penny.
Did she get it out of like a wishing well?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
No,
all
what?
this. She's
No,
like
what
grabbing
happened was
fistfuls.
she was in line for the Ferris wheel, and then some kid threw it so that they could cut and take her spot.
What is the best of things to throw your change? So things to put your change in, you got like the fountain,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the
No.
one where like you put the coin in and it like spins around in a circle like repeatedly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Until it like gets lower and lower.
like whirlpool kind of thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, that is the best.
There's
one.
also one that looks like it's just like 2-dimensional. It just like slides down like a Plinko
Yeah.
style thing.
Mm-hmm. That one's all right.
Where do you want to put your nickel?
We have one at our school that's like because the school mascot is like a whale, so they have like a little whale pinata that you can put like loose change in, and money goes to like the PTO or whatever. But that one's not nearly as fun as Plinko.
There's at the car wash we went to growing up, there was a one of those like big yellow plastic tornado things that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I used to love that thing, and then like every once in a while, like
Those things are
put one
great.
down, and like you'd like grab the edge, you hit your finger, or like my sister would like bump it on accident, and then it would just slide all the way down. You're like, no, like you're all mad, so you had to go again. I'm like, Dad, be like, can I
Like
get
reaching
change
in to
for a
grab
fucking
the
dollar?
penny before it gets to out of reach or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
I loved those things. I don't know why they were.
Yeah.
Even if I see one now, I'm like, oh, those are kind of neat.
If there, there's one on each side, and like you and your friend race your
Yeah.
coins down it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys always
Just-
want like when I was a kid, like the grocery store had the little like stickers or candy or like the little football helmets?
Yeah,
I always
quarter
wanted them, and
machines.
I never got one. I don't know if you like ever got to do.
You
those
never in
things.
your life got one. I'll get you one, pal.
Oh, thanks, man. I think when I was older,
I got
like,
a quarter,
football
but you got to give me your spot in line for it.
helmet. Like a sticky hand.
Yeah, I usually wanted to get a thing. Yeah, instead of like a 20-year-old Mike and Ike's or whatever.
That's a Michael and Ike. He just goes up.
A Michael and Eichel.
Sometimes I would just stare at those quarter machines, and then someone would come along, and I'd nod and grab my thickness. And then
And a sticky hand would fly out of their pants and start jacking you off.
And you put the quarter in, and then you get the lube that comes out of the quarter machine. You're like, all right, great. Let's go back to my
Yeah, did you
place.
guys ever go to the Walmart and go over the old lube cage and just beg your dad to buy you a quart of lube? And he's like, no. And I'm like, but my dad, my thickness. He's like, what?
My thickness. But Dad, I'm so thick right now. I was walking down the street the other day and I found the dirtiest fucking lube on the ground, and like I picked it up. Then I had to wash it because I'm like, the lube needs to be clean, but it's the only lube I have to my name.
All right. That'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Deuces. Oh, what the fuck? Yep.
Fucking idiot.
Why did I I'm just like, I'm always used to hearing deuces in my head, and then
300 episodes in, you fuckwit.